Brooklyn, ladies and gentlemen, start clapping it up for Mark Ziemann.
Oh, right. How's everybody doing tonight? Good? Wow, what a good-looking crowd here. Yes, my name... Oh, that was pretty funny, yeah. My name is Mark Ziemann, and oh my gosh. I'll tell you, yeah, people love their dogs in New York City. I'll tell you, New York is the only place I could see someone going by with the child on a leash and the kid and the dog in the cart, and the dog in the carriage. Dogs. I tell you, I saw this lady the other day. She had a little pug, and she had a face pushed in just like the pug. And I thought, oh my God, you know, people start to look like their dogs, you know, after a while. So I thought to myself, if I ever get a dog, I'm going to get a good-looking dog. You know, I want to get like a pit bull, a Brad pit bull, you know. I'm stuck with something good there. Oh, I tell you, I was doing some online dating for a while. I think, you know, by everybody's got to try that once in a while if you're, you know, not in a relationship. But I was doing the online dating, and I met this woman. She seemed really nice online. She had a great, you know, airbrushed, pixelated picture. It was really wonderful, and we had a lot in common. You know, we both liked movies and walking on the beach. It was amazing, you know, to find someone have those things in common with you. But yeah, so you know, I thought let's meet, let's get together. And I met up with this woman. We just met at a little cafe by Union Square, you know, and it was very charming. She looked almost like her picture, and. She was very charming, very educated, very smart, had a lot of good things to say. And then as I'm watching her speak, I couldn't help but to notice she had this little white hair on her chin. And, you know, she was talking about trips to Europe and all the stuff she had known, and she'd been to school, she's very smart. But all I could start seeing was that hair on her chin. And I kept watching it. And every time she would move her head, the hair would kind of move and wave back and forth and up and down. And I was fixated on this hair on her chin. I couldn't stand it. That's all I could see. So at one point I reached over and I pulled the hair out of her chin. And she said, well, it's nice meeting you, and I have to go now. So that was the end of that. But I'll tell you, I always wonder about, at night, you know, I'm getting undressed and stuff, and I always find this big gob of belly button lint. You know, just down there. And I'm like, where does this stuff come from? Why don't I have a hole in my shirts after a while? You know what I mean? Where is it coming? Is it coming from inside me, or is it coming off the shirt? I want to do like a little time-lapse photography, you know, seeing it sort of like cotton candy or something. You know, they always selling the celebrities' clothing and shoes and stuff like that, pap smears. But I thought that would be a great idea. They should take the belly button lint and sort of manufacture it, you know, weave it. And I could see buying like, you know, Taylor Swift's belly button lint made into a little pillow or something. I think that would be really fun. I'll tell you, so yes, I live in a place called Midwood, Brooklyn. Yeah, right, and nobody heard, oh, you've been there. See, yeah, right. Yeah, it's going to be like the next Williamsburg. I mean, you know, people, yeah, I know, once they make like a rocket to get out there, it's, you know, Williamsburg is hip and Chelsea is cool, but, you know, people, when I tell them from Midwood, they go, wow, far out, like really far out. I mean, it's so out there. It's so far out there, you can see the stars at night. You can even see the planets. I mean, you can see the people on the planets. That's, you know, they say that there's this Pluto planet. Yes, I've seen them. It's way out there. And then not only that, it is a long train ride to get into the city. It is it's like an hour and a half. You get on that train, you sit there, and, you know, you better hope you find some person who's not too strange to sit across from. The other day I had this guy sit down next to me, and he's got this huge bag of French fries. And he starts eating the French fries and eating, you know, we're going past Kings Highway and Cortelio and Park Slope, and this guy's still eating the French fries, like for an hour. I'm thinking, what does he have, a bottomless bag of French fries? And then his, you know, his face complexion, he's just got these huge zits sort of pulsating towards me, like they're about to burst. I think they made these French fries with motor oil. It just smelled horrible. But by the end, I kind of asked him for one. You know, I was kind of craving one. And then when I finally do get into the city, I work as a licensed New York City tour guide. Yeah, I do. You know, you see those red buses? You're probably going to be going one across here right now. I work on those buses, yes. So yeah, I have to learn a lot about New York City and all sorts of facts and history and stuff. I'll be on the bus and I'll be saying, okay, this is where George Washington had this incredible battle. He lost thousands of troops and they had to swim across this ice cold water. And then when he got out, he like unraveled the Declaration of Independence and read it. And someone will wave their hand and go, excuse me, where does Carrie Bradshaw from Sex and the City live? I'm like, come on. And it's a dangerous job too. I have to go up and down this narrow stairway on those, you know, on those buses, a little narrow stairway. So the other day I was walking up there and I broke my toe. I broke my toe because I tripped on the stair, and I didn't have it. It wasn't covered in my insurance, health insurance, to get X-rays. But I just happened to be traveling that week. So when I was going through the X-ray machine, I was like, "Hey, can you guys just shine that X-ray on here a little and just give me a printout?" Yeah, so, yeah, it's a pretty interesting job. Also, I'm an artist. That's why I'm a tour guide, so I can afford to be an artist. That's my other high-paying job, aside from comedy. But, yeah, I'm an artist, and, yeah, I live in a nice little, I have a studio just in a nice place outside of Greenwich Village called Midwood. But not too far away. I tell you, you know, a friend of mine the other day was asking me if I believe in ghosts, and I'm like, ghosts? I don't know about ghosts. You know, do we have much ghost believers? I can't understand why ghosts live in these kind of dusty, old, dark, scary houses, right? And it's like if I was a ghost, I would be like hanging out at the dressing room of Victoria's Secret, you know. So, but yeah. So it's crazy living out there in Midwood. You got a lot of old folks out there, nice old folks. I mean, it's a great place to live too, because there's like 6 pharmacies on every block. No kidding. You know, it's like these old folks. They're nice, but sometimes they hang out in front of the pharmacies, get into fights. There's blue hair and dentures all over the place. The next day, rough crowd. Oh my God. Yeah, a lot of Russians out there too. It kind of looks like ABBA's on the train every morning. A little bizarre. Mamma mia. But, yeah. Anyways, hey, you've been a great crowd. Again, my name is Mark. Thank you all. Have a nice evening.